If you are interested in learning some smart money habits, I can't talk. What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl AP, and I am back with another video. In this particular video, I wanted to talk about some smart money habits. Now, if your habits regarding money are out of control, this is the video for you. Stay tuned. So as you know, inflation is at an all-time high, and the cost of living is just crazy. It is blowing my mind, and I know it's blowing yours. But even in the midst of everything that is going on, I want you to be encouraged. We can begin to have smart money habits starting today. All right, so I have a list for you. Grab your pen and paper. This list is not in any particular order. I'm just gonna throw them out at you, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. The first smart money habit I want you to implement into your life is paying yourself first. Now you may be wondering, AP, what does that mean? Every time that you get paid, I want you to set aside some money for you. You could put this in another checking account, another savings account, or you can do like put it away in a safe at home. But I want you to pay yourself first, and I want you to do that because emergencies happen. Life happens, like, oh my gosh, and we'll get more into that later, but life happens. So I want you to be prepared. You always, of course, you have to pay your bills. That's a given. You have to, make sure your four walls are taken care of, but you also have to think about you. For me, being a single parent, and I don't have any family where I am, I have to depend on me. So when I get paid, of course, I do my investments. I do all these other things, but I make sure that I save some money. That is very important for me, because I just know things are going to happen. And my track record, things have been happening, but because I have been putting a little bit away at a time, doing my money challenges, that's another video you want to check out, that has helped me during those times when life happens. So I want you to be prepared. Start today by paying yourself first. Another thing I want you to integrate into your life is checking your checking account balances every day, because things happen. There may be a time where you had a subscription and you forgot to cancel it, and they're going to take that money out. And if you're not aware that that money is coming out, you may think that that money is in your account, but it's not. But if you check your account daily, you can check to make sure there are no mishaps in your checking account, because guess what we don't do? We do not do insufficient funds, okay? So we're going to check our account daily. If you don't want to do it daily, check it a couple of times a week. I'm obsessed because I just don't ever want to get caught slipping. So I do check my account on a regular basis. So if you can do that, I would love for you to check your account, because I don't want any mishaps in your checking account. And even with that, you got to think about, sometimes there are people that have a lot of time on their hands and they're committing fraud. And if you don't check your account daily, you don't know if a transaction had went through. I also have alerts set up. So anytime anything goes over $1 in my checking account, I am notified. I want to encourage you to set that up if your bank has that you're notified if any transactions happening in your account, because that will also help you to make sure nothing's going on in your checking account. But check your checking account. It only takes a few minutes. I am a believer in tracking your expenses, because if you track your expenses daily, you'll know what's coming in and what's going out, so you can always stay on point regarding your money. Be conscious of the purchases that you make. Is it a need or is it a want? A lot of times we get those two confused. So before you make a purchase, is it something that's really going to, enrich your life that you just have to have? Or is it just a want? For example, once I purchased a towel warmer. Yes, I still have it. It's right there. And it was totally a want, not anything that is going to enrich my life. I just wanted some warm towels when I got out of the shower. So yes, be mindful of the purchases that you make. It will help you with not to overspend, and ultimately you'll be able to save more money. Check in with your budget weekly. When you get paid, of course, create a budget. Know where where your money is going. Give it assignments. Like, you're going to pay this, you're going to pay that. I'm going to pay myself. But check in weekly, because things happen and you may need to alter some things here and there. You may need to increase something here, or you may even need to decrease something there. You just never know, because life, we all know, it is just happening rapidly and you want to be prepared. So check in with your budget just to make sure your numbers look good. Doing a weekly check with your budget will help you and prepare you for when you get paid next. So you'll have all your numbers lined up. You'll know where your money went, and if you need to change up anything, you'll know beforehand. Avoid triggers. Oh my gosh. So this is big, because I know a lot of us can be emotional spenders, and we can see different things come through our email, or we can see them on social media, and we're like, oh my gosh, I need that, when in actuality we do not need that thing. I have been caught up on that before. I'm pretty sure that you can relate to that as well. But avoid triggers as much as possible. Like eating out. Now, I do cook for my boys, but sometimes I get tired of cooking, and I'm pretty sure you get tired of cooking too. If you know that eating out is your thing, then budget for that, okay? Don't get caught up with, you know, I see it so many times where people buy the groceries, and then, hey, I'm raising my hand, there's no judgment. You buy the groceries, you have all these groceries because you're like, I'm going to cook, and then you get home, it's like, let me order pizza, okay? So let's try to avoid triggers as much as possible. Get rid of those emails that are saying like, save this amount of money if you make this purchase, you know, and all the things that you can see on your social media feed. Like, try to X out of those so that, you know, they'll be alerted. Like, I don't want to see those kind of things, because we got to stay mindful. We got to stay purposeful regarding our finances so that we can ultimately live in financial abundance. Create boundaries. If you don't have it, just say you don't have it. No is a complete sentence. It's okay to, like, if you do have it and you can lend it, or just give it. Like, don't expect people to give it back, because you're going to be like, you're going to mess up friendships, or they're going to mess up friendships, and you're going to be all upset. But if you don't have it, it's okay. That doesn't mean that you won't ever have it. In that moment, you may not have it. You know, especially with the holidays coming up. People get so stressed out over, you know, the holidays. I want to buy this person the gift. I want to buy that person the gift. But if you do not have it, it's okay to like make something for them. You don't necessarily have to buy something. You know, don't go into debt over holidays that come around the same time every year. If you haven't planned for the holidays, it happens. Don't go into debt for it. You know, set boundaries and say no. You know, even set boundaries for yourself. Like, AP, you don't have this. Look at your budget. Girl, you don't have this. What you think? What are you thinking? Like, no, we're not doing this, okay? Because with setting boundaries, it helps you to stay focused. Even if you need an accountability partner to say, girl, was that, like, I saw what you purchased. Is that in your budget? You know, and you can't get offended if you know, ask that person to be your accountability partner. They're there to help you. So setting boundaries is a great way to start. Begin today to practice gratitude. Be grateful for where you are and what you already have. When you begin to like practice more gratitude, it's like, wow, thank you, Lord, for just like the things that I have. I already live in abundance. Like, have an abundance mindset, never a lack mindset. Just be grateful. Like, wow, like I have my health, I have my strength, I have a roof over my head, I have a bed to lay in. Once you begin to practice that on a daily basis, a lot of your wants, they just go out of the window, because the wants don't do anything for you. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of wants. You know, if that's your thing, you know, do it in moderation, but save for it as well. I don't want you to live a life like AP told me I can only do needs, I can only have my needs. No, AP did not tell you that. But I do want you to have a budget in place. Save for whatever it is that you want. Like for me, I'm more into now experiences over things. Yes, I do like things here and there, but I like to make memories. Like you'll see on my videos, I love having, you know, special moments with my boys. So that's just one thing I look forward to, and I'm very grateful for. So if you can, I want you to take time out of your day today and write a couple of things that you are grateful for in this moment, in this season of your life. Now, this is a biggie. I want you to stay encouraged. I know, been there, done that, and I still may go through it. There may be times when you get discouraged in your journey, in your financial journey, like I'm not making any leeway with what I'm doing. I try to save and then boom, something comes in, a bill, boom, I get it. Been there, done that, and I know it's gonna come in the future. But I want you to be inspired. I still want you to be encouraged. And I'm still going to make videos to encourage you, because we have to encourage one another. Yes, there may be times when, a certain bill may overwhelm us. Life may even overwhelm us and take us off guard. But even in that moment, take a breath, breathe, and you're going to get through it. Be encouraged, be inspired. Tune in to my videos. I am here. I am your cheerleader through the screen. We're going to do this together. Don't ever get discouraged because the steps that you may be taking may be small steps. Hey, you are taking small steps, and those small steps will lead you to a greater destiny, okay? Even with the money challenges, I want you to be encouraged. If you have not started money challenges this year, as we go into 2023, there's several different money challenges. I've even made a video on some that you can try. They can go from saving just your coins to something bigger, okay? Start where you are. We're not comparing ourselves to anyone. I want you to start where you are and just always stay encouraged. And even with staying encouraged, I want you to be consistent. And whatever that definition of consistency means to you, I want you to be consistent. And, even if you fall off, it's okay. Like, you're human and it's okay. There is no judgment. There's no judgment from me to you, because I fall off sometimes too. My budget doesn't always align to what I want it to align to. But even in that, there's always grace and mercy. And I just want you to pick yourself back up and just start where you are. The biggest challenge for people, I believe, is just starting. Just start. Don't get discouraged. I just want you to step out there on faith and just start. If you've never written a budget before, I did a video on that. You can check that out. Just start where you are. If you're only in a one income family like me, I'm a single mom with one income. Start where you are. And no, I'm not making millions of dollars yet. But I believe in faith that will one day happen. But in the meantime, I'm trying to be a good steward of what I have been given today. Last two things. I want you to say the word with me, and the word is automate. All right. So for me, I automate things, like automate my money to my savings account. So that goes back to paying yourself first. It takes off the pressure from you that you have to go in and click, 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 drag, transfer. Let's stop doing that. Like, make sure, like, when you get paid, that you have things already set up, that they already come out. So you're not even having to think about it. You're not having to do anything about it. They're already being taken out. That is paying yourself first. Like for me, I have my investments taken out and I have savings going into my savings account. And so that's a segue into have a separate checking account or a separate savings account, if that will help you. I say have a separate savings account because sometimes if it's in another bank, it's harder to get it, as opposed to just transferring it right over from your savings to your checking in the same bank account. Now I have several different bank accounts because you will not catch AP slipping ever again. And so, but my main, where my main like living expenses is in an online account on Ally. And so if I really need that, I'll have to transfer it. And it does take a few days to do that. So that's a good thing that you can incorporate into your daily life when you get paid. Automate your different savings, your different investments. Just off the top, just let them do what they do, and then you can budget what's left in your checking account, okay? Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it like a little cozy. I'm just in my bedroom. I'm just chilling. You guys are family. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe. I post videos. Well, it's kind of been on, kind of off lately, but I do post videos, and I want you to check them out. If you like this video, comment below. I would love to hear from you. Well, until the next video, you take care and you stay blessed.